Hey everyone, Reese here with Cranberry Alarm, Ri3D. Today we got a video on demonstrating our intaking method. We're using our hopper right here. We've kind of finalized it with our handoff system and everything. And so far we've got some good results and we'll be happy to show you. So I guess a little bit of insight to why we went with this design archetype. We knew that we kind of wanted to simplify a lot of the things on the robot. We knew that ground intake was going to be really difficult this year. And with the presence of 2 human feeder stations and 60 total coral behind them, we thought it would be wise to build a robot around with a ramp that can pass through. And then the added benefit of this is that when you're scoring on the reef and going to the human player station, you really never have to turn around if you're staying at the same human player station. So this could lead to some really effective and fast scoring if you can really optimize going back and forth. A little bit more specifics kind of on the hopper and what we have. This back opening right here is spanning about 21 inches. This edge right here is going to be 31 inches off the ground compared to the 37.5 coming from the feeder station. We knew we wanted to be a little bit lower than that. And the large driving force was that was being able to catch coral if there's a coral in the way. A lot of times there's going to be mistakes in match, things are going to get in your way, and we wanted to be able to catch coral with a lot of variability. Our slope right here was designed at 12.5, but reality got us to 14 degrees. And then our gap that we have right here is spanning 6 inches. We noticed that there wasn't these slopes right here. And we noticed that it was a little tight and the game piece would kind of like come in here and it would catch right there and it would stop. So by opening that up, it kind of allowed us to come in here and then the game piece may bounce around here, and when it hits here, it does a good job of redirecting it into the wheels right here. One other thing that we really noticed is that we didn't have a bunch of 2-inch squishy wheels on this roller right here. We actually kind of had them spaced out, and we knew that the game piece kind of had the ability to seat itself in between the wheels and not make contact. So we went ahead and ran full-length rollers here so that we could have contact with the coral at any point. One other thing that we were really uncertain about and got really lucky on that worked out really well for us is the handoff stage right here. So you can see we actually are running about a 4-inch gap from this edge here to the edge of the end effector. And this was done because of our elevator and because you can't have anything in this space to be able to bring the elevator all the way up. And so far this has worked really well. We actually dropped this edge. If you were to draw the infinite plane of this, we dropped the plane of the end effector about ½ inch below that to go and help make that drop go effectively. For the most part, the coral is pretty straight coming out of this, so that worked out really well for us. So yeah, with all that said, let's go ahead and just jump in and do some quick tests and show you what this works. And so you can see it bounces around just a tiny bit, but then it grabs it pretty well. And we're running at a pretty slow speed just because we found out that kind of works well for us. We'll do a couple demonstrations with some greater speeds. Yeah, so now that it works really well on center, so let's go ahead and shift it left to right and kind of see how it looks when you're maybe off center a little bit, don't get it quite right, or a human player drops it down the wrong chute or some sort. So this period right here where you're waiting for the game piece, I imagine the robot may be able to just drive away during this period, but they may have to just wait. That's something we'll learn more as we begin doing full cycle testing. Awesome. We'll do one side from the right, a couple times from the right. And those 2-inch squishy wheels do a really good job of bringing it in. Let's go ahead and demonstrate horizontal rolling to kind of show how that has an effect on the intake. So sometimes it'll come in pretty well. Looks like we're doing a pretty good job there. Not nearly as well as the vertical rolling. There, we got a good one. That was an accidental drop that it still did a good job with. Yeah, so let's go ahead and now, let's drop a coral in here, kind of see how that has an effect on our intaking. So that is with just a human player drop. We'll do a couple where we do the human player throws it and the human player drops it. So we'll do a couple more drops. So we are bouncing around significantly more. I'm gonna bet that with a little bit of variability that the field has, This may not fully work. Let's go and see what the human player does when they throw it. Give it a good push. So that has a little bit more of a better chance of success for us. Let's move it to the side a little bit. So it still bounces around significantly, but after a short second, it settles itself and does a good job of finding its way into the end effector. So here's some horizontal rollers with us still being offset. So overall, we are really pleased with this. Let's do, you want to do a couple more tests with some high speed? So we're running at a pretty low speed here, probably around 25 to 30%. Let's go and up it. Looks like we're right around 60, 65% right now. So this is one reason why we also run at a slower speed, is that helps kind of with our consistency. So yeah, let's do a couple more at high speed, just kind of show the consistency of it. We'll go ahead and move this away. Let's go and push it up against there. Go ahead. Let's do offset. Yeah, go ahead. We'll go and call it. That's good. One more. So overall, we're pretty happy with how this came out. We made a lot of assumptions with the handoff that ended up paying off really well for us. So we're going to continue moving forward with this and hopefully get some good videos of cycle testing and hopefully finish out the rest of the wiring of the robot and get moving soon. Thank you guys for watching, and check out more videos of Cranberry Alarm Ri3D on Fun Robotics Network.